I'm not sure anybody is surprised. I only share his frustration. I only share his frustration because when I'm not a fan idea Juma way man, I openly sat on TV and said, "Sir, they are just setting him up to fail." Because you see a Juma Yesu and me and Peter and me because I offer Maakye made the summer fight corruption. Now Ujane a free room ha. Kisieja been looking at him. He's not somebody with a boss with whatever it takes to fight corruption. So to me, I am not surprised.
Now there in Sanchania Yesu into me also been in bed.
Peter and Timmy, captain. Enti sawohe the air persona. The situation
is one you've been in here.
We share the frustration because if you are hired by criminals to fight crimes, you will never succeed. Because the very people are fan say I'm fighting corruption. They are the very people who are just ripping and tearing this country apart. Obviously, that particular venture will not succeed. So frustration in there. This is just the beginning. But as a young man with we have aspiration, dreams, wanting to leave some indelible imprint to be on the minds of Ghanaians, captain. That particular side, and the frustration, ever high things, the era will be colored by some of these negative way I cause office, But my catcher say. The office of the special prosecutor was a useless creation. Say created the office of the special prosecutor, a further burden on the taxpayer. Because some person fight political corruption, you don't need to be setting up many offices and then as a forum. Sure. What you need is political commitment on the part of the establishment. Say indeed, we are committed to the fight against corruption, and whatever it takes, and we will strengthen existing state institutions, arm them with the prosecutorial powers, arm them with all the resources that they need to go after persons of interest, so far as corruption is concerned. But one yes, idea we now craft a policy out of a populist campaign, and idea we buy a man for better. As some can say, oh, because the president is committed, I was setting up the office of the special prosecutor, and the idea to bring Martin Amidu into the fray wasn't the fact to say about fighting corruption. They thought Martin was a better man against NDC. So it was a fair opportunity for them to exploit his anger against his people. But Maakye Amidu Unimna, he's a fair-minded person, an independent-minded person. You cannot string control him. And he decided to do the right thing by going after very persons something against the state. President Mini Yapam, and in the end, Onua said Jennifer catching Hobaka said, no, Onua life of politics are why the most corrupt person he has ever encountered in his entire political life, Kufuado. By describing him with those unprintable words, a mother serpent of corruption, dear social media, so this is a semi year count. A Juma Maakye Miduanya Kofakisia Javins Omegina Homaya. I said, would dear grow. Yes, when Timmy and Peter, then Peter Betimia. Enti na saa niema we onamuno because the very people of interest sabi Kisieja bembe form na wa hwehwem aman seb na akoso no. At the end of the day, even court no will not even allow him because Sir John he made an attempt to freeze his estate. Ankwesi aga abrante ya not Flaster House am friend galamsey issue ba nas echi ni am friend say central region ni guy ekwa you see no as for no and also the same process started ye to go ye. And several instances at the end of the day, Kisieja Benyan Sassias or prosecutor Biao. At a preliminary stage, and all year at the court, preliminary pony, and a court blocking in this particular faction. Then somehow cannot believe it or not, go further to deepen the kind of concerns people have about the integrity of our judiciary. Because yes, you don't expect him to have a free ride, but the preliminary stage, you let him set the stage, come to the court, and the main trial, no, differ. But the early stage, now you use some of these procedural, impropriety, whatever, just to, I would say, frustrate him. And at the end of the day, court no going to proceed to the next stage. At the end of the day, you are rather emboldening criminals. At the end of the day, to the idea, some of these technicalities will be there to prevent the person. Because you can't say you court like the part issue. The last time I was telling you, somebody went to the UK in his room over $10,000 pounds. All declare an asset in the police in the catch and say, my name find shame. Or the shame say, you are $10,000 over jail. $10,000 in somebody's room. Today we are here, somebody a whooping $1 million, and then them on your Jumabia on one factory. And now your name say or your magician or turning leaves into money. We don't know. Such money, I will nipane them. Now he is trying as much as he can just to ensure at least public know you're very much concerned because of the area you will mean. Now see you use some of these technicalities blocking and so forth. Actually, say Kyei Jabin is not a private enterprise or you're for private person. He's an employee of the state working with the resources and on the purse of this particular country. You know the same state in the finance. If among state institutions there can be coordination and that kind of interaction among them. Say, but yeah, you better speed up the process just to ensure, say, we can proceed from the preliminary stage to the main stage. Now, see, your corners will differ because court they are going to win because Sikanu Guni Pani them automatically will differ. Go through the process. But at this early stage, in the lecture, say the president in Nkrofo are not committed to the fight against corruption. It's the same talk the John populist campaign and make us here crafted this office every because our person we here now fighting corruption properly. You can decouple or detach the AG from the whims and the conveniences of power.
I remember on the video you back just to support what you're saying. I mean, a special prosecutor.
Let us
your kind, you know.
Wait. Let us bring before you the body of our investigation as evidence. Now, if you look at it and you decide that the evidence does not show up to the standard of proof required in criminal cases, then you can dismiss it. But don't prevent us from doing our work, from investigating. It is dangerous. As I said, I wasn't sounding as a prophet of doom, but there is doom looming ahead of us. That very soon, a murderer will boldly walk to court to seek an injunction. Should I feel frustrated and resign? I took an oath when I was sworn in. And in my life, when I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability. Those who do not understand tree, please forgive me. They say I'm a unkwanoma. But they make cry about for it. Me hear the to me. I'm reswan. Echo. Yes.
Hi, Charlie.
Yes. Captain. So that is the sad reality we are confronted with. Very often, people thought, say, we are anti-government.
Anti-government.
Yes.
The government will be my anti.
Yes, yeah.
The government today can be anti-government. You're near buying my anti-government.
Anti-government, anti-Akufo-Addo. This is the reality. This is the personal. Onua na fan so nyajuma. This is his frustration. So the state at no point and also interest in the fight against corruption. The whole is just politics being state managed by these actors just to convince the ordinary Ghanaians they are fighting corruption. But the reality, the real criminals are free, doing whatever that they want, using state institutions. Because yes, here to crack down on state institutions, and started with the media. What here when our fair share? And there are several people within the media today they don't feel comfortable. There was a massive crackdown on the media. From the media, it went to state institutions. Asabi individuals who say "Amaya fighting corruption." They did the same thing, and they do these things with the court. That is the danger. Because Abra Domlivo issue no buy ya obi file seeking interpretation at the court. No, ya transfer ya pamnu we mani kofie and sign a court to the ruling. Ebeka say na president eni ho kwan nyansa be the wom. Because judicial system no nyansa ewom ni say it is there to serve a purpose. So when Jama didn't say we, Nanipa say we are now the ruling about say yeah. That is the kind of modernity these people need to subject their mind, their thinking to. That kind of antiquity, way of thinking, you know. And I say no, Sanse Mununu, a chum. And some teteno, and I say will be a court, my lord, now young question, no. Such nonsense do not play at this area, you will mean. We live in a world where people are consuming information. A man for want to take part in the offense of political process, they are Captain. So what the ruling no bar, people will not insult you People will not attack your integrity, but everybody has the right to express or no opinion about the ruling. Say nyansa anima, they will look you in the face and tell you, say, Pastor, ruling out the by nyansa anima. So as a judge, you have the duty to ensure, say, ruling out what they will be accepted. Because you see, in dispensing justice, it's not just about looking at the fact and dispensing justice, but also it's about looking at the fact that dispensing that justice, will hold society together. So if justice you are dispensing, have the capacity or the tendency to disintegrate society, and then that is why they need to watch their integrity. Abra Chief Justice way by the first statement I make and say, looking at why and in me about kono, papa no ko saying. No. Chief Justice Bakuro kono no ada no. No. Bema ya.
Apam secondary school.
Yes.
Yeah,
what are you captain?
How can I?
Enim
your boy justice.
Yes, ne era no tete judicial na pansam no. To the extent that we are not the judicial abaye a subject of mockery on various social media platforms. Unanimous 4, unanimous 5 day bebe and the some point in time not trust crano a bit new. So Obano, I told her say the best thing about me here is to redeem the sinking image of our judiciary. Say by your betimia and your public trust and confidence. Because the judiciary can only be powerful, abra ya subscribe your support, near trust in the judiciary. A beya sana beya ankonam to say your friend saying Kisia Japan and say, oh, try that the lumba remis, yeah. Captain, because Anquano man say we're trying to remis. The court cannot be alone. You need to work with the people. But I say, wage who is really working for the interests of the country, and our people are just getting away. So at the end of the day, there is no conventional deterrence. Just set up within the system. Cow people say, these are the consequences. They are procedural way you go through. Now I state in the whole and on daily basis, these issues of corruption keep popping up on daily basis. At the end of the day, you don't see anything. On the part of the age, and also he's part of the government. The only is to safeguard and protect the interests of the government of the day. He doesn't give a damn about anybody. These are people whose allegiance is supposed to be to the Ghanaian people, to the constitution and to the state. But the allegiance is to the Nippon or appointed or no, they don't give a damn about Ghana and no interest or whatever. And the name of Kosubia is against the state. So if we get to a point where you lose grips on the judiciary, we have lost grips on the executive and then the parliament, then state in whatever, there will be no state. Ghana will become a lawless enterprise. I said, Ubia sorry obey the ope and that is why Kisia Jaben is sharing this particular frustration. But sometimes you begin to wonder, Abraham Matiami do resign ya no kono. Instead no kan as a new person I didn't know. I said go pay attention to the fact. But he thought it was just ordinary politics. These are his friends in power. So he had never just because some of the issues Matiamidu raised were critical issues that he should have at least negotiated or maybe have some discussion with Nippon appointed and say, these are the frustrations of my predecessor. I don't want to go through this same ordeal. Then you have certain assurances from them. And Sana Beti Jumano, but Ghana near Yamana Juma, he didn't care. And even Matiamidu at some point in time warned him. Said Nippon no Mukoya Jumano will not give me a free ride. Because there were numerous examples a bit me cited Dominivo go through and several other individual journalists then as if I go through in the same bid to fight against corruption. And he is lucky that he's even alive. Because if we are quiet, as a former, his life is in danger. Anything at all can happen to him. And who know with that particular kind of description or original. So Captain, the conclusion on this particular matter, they said the fight against corruption, nobody is willing, nobody is committed. The politics is being stage managed. People are just hyping on the emotional keyboards of Ghanaians because they know the ordinary Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian, is an emotional person. Politics, you the emotions, so all you have to do as a leader is to stage manage that emotions. At the end of the day, you can control their minds and get away with whatever that you want to do. And it's exactly what is playing. Issue no by even media, no depending on where one stands across the political divide. I don't make me find no man discuss it. Kiseja be issue by there are other platforms here horror to Sasabi or Chromphobia or basic Kruma by the bonnet. But this is a guy I to say he will help in the fight against corruption. Yes, did not tell all over, Captain. But this is a guy. Why you not being says me? I don't say I'm yes, okay, Lumba that the Lumba remembers. Captain, the media house or political biases in as for a normal WMK, CNN, Fox News, Brevet, and other way. They all have their political persuasions in as for them. But real fact of national interest. You delve into the issues based on how it is. No emotions, no string control. And never mind, you build your mind. But you can see you go this particular way. We will never move forward. And no one can who be an and they never PMA and lithium. The can want somebody say,